Shalom, this is GMS Solid Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there, spreading this word of sincerity and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. God, I want to come with some quick thoughts. Driving to the project at this moment, where I'm gonna have some time to read some scriptures, but I'm already meditating on certain things. The brother, what's the brother name? Makaya Allah. The brother Makaya Allah, he did a beautiful video on basically that we can't only receive good things, man. Basically the spirit that Job was in. What did Job say? Roughly paraphrasing, how can we receive good from the Most High and not evil? Because everything is in balance. We are here to sit out our sentence, basically, because this world is a big ass prison. So we are here to sit out our sentence. And while we are sitting out our sentence in this prison, in this big ass prison house, which is called Esau's kingdom, we are learning good things, the good and the bad things about this kingdom. We are learning the righteous side and the wicked side. That's why this new brother asked me, like, so what about videos on witchcraft and stuff like that? Do y'all watch it, or are y'all interested in it? Of course, because we have to know what fuckery Esau is busy with. We have to know what Esau is dealing with, how Esau is doing his shit. Soon Esau is gonna use it also against the man of the Lord. And then Yahweh the Most High hands us this spiritual power. Esau comes with this witchcraft combined with technology. Then Yahweh we receive that spiritual power, man. So the wicked side and the evil side of this kingdom is a part of being in this ministry, man. It's a part of being in this truth to have to deal with these things. Of course the Most High can give us the full protection. Of course the Most High can give us the full defense to not be in these type of situations. But the Most High ain't doing it. The Most High wants you to see. The Most High wants you to learn. The Most High wants you to see the wickedness. The Most High wants you to be grieved. The Most High wants you to be sorrowful. Because while you're sorrowful, you want this kingdom to be gone even more, man. The Most High ain't want you to be comfortable in this society, man. The Most High wants you to be furious. The Most High wants you to be of a contrite heart, which, if you look up the word contrite, it says broken, man. It says a broken spirit. The Most High wants you to be of a broken spirit. And how can you become a man with a broken spirit, man? A broken heart? A broken mind? When you're dealing with these afflictions, man. When you're dealing with these trials and tribulations that are here, in the society, man. Especially designed for you. We spoke about it in the camp last Saturday. Everyone is going through shit. Don't think you're the only one going through shit, man. All the brothers that are within the camp, all the brothers that are around you, in the walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they are going through hell, man. They're going through madness. And the only thing that's gonna keep us sane is the word, man. The only thing that's gonna keep us sane is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because when you read the scriptures, there you're gonna see that Acts chapter 14 verse 22. confirming the souls of the disciples, knowing that we through much tribulation shall enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we need to go through much tribulation, man. Hell, affliction, drama, sorrow. Hey, man, it takes, for example, there is this movie, right, with Vin Diesel, Witch Hunter. And this guy, he been living forever, and he calls it the curse, of course. Esau always want to call it a curse. Vin Diesel ain't no Edomite though, but they always want to call it a curse to basically be immortal. So here it is, Vin Diesel is immortal, and he say it's a curse because he done lost so many people, in the time that he was on this earth. He lost so many people while he was here. But but the point of my story is that he got used to it. He didn't shed no tear because he went through so much hell and affliction and pain. He basically got used to it, and there was no reason for him to cry. There was no reason for him, to be sorrowful. And that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is doing to us, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is preparing our minds for the things to come, man. Because why? Daniel chapter 12 verse 1 speaks about the time that has never been since the beginning of the creation, man. That's what the scriptures is talking about. Make no joke concerning those days, man, because it's gonna be hell, man. It's gonna be affliction such as you have never seen before, man. You gotta be mentally prepared for these things, and the Most High is preparing you mentally at this time, man. You might have grown up in an easy environment. You might have grown up with basically no hell, no stress. Most of us did. Most of us Jakes did grow up in a fucked up environment and with hell, eating sandwiches with peanut butter for dinner. But hey, let's say you didn't go through that. The Most High will prepare your mind to realize what is coming, so the Most High can abase you. What does it mean to be abased? If you look at the word basement, it has the word base in it. So what's a basement? Basement is the lowest part of the house. It's even. Yeah, that was a quick move because I had to go. I had to be here, man. So what does it mean to be abased, man? It means to be brought low. To have been brought low, man. That's what it means to be abased. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna bring you low, so you, I wouldn't say get comfortable in the position, but you're supposed to get used to it. You're supposed to be, used to being in a fucked up situation, man. You're supposed to be used to be in a messed up predicament. You're supposed to be used to that, man. Because then you will build up and set up. You will be built up and set up in the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. To deal with the times to come, man. To deal with the things that are laying ahead for us, man. Which is even more hell, more trials and tribulations. Jacob's trouble, man. It's called Jacob's trouble it's not called Jacob's trouble for no reason, man. It means all Jake. Even the man of the Lord. The time of Jacob's trouble, man. So the Most High is preparing you now mentally, maybe also physically, for those days, man. And while he's preparing you with these afflictions, these evil things that come upon you, He wants you to call out to him. The Most High wants you to call out to him. The Most High is also showing you, like, listen, if you just call out to me, I will guide you, man. I will help you. Learn to know that Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, with his son Yahweh Shai, is on our side, man. That's something you got to learn too. When you just come in this truth, that might be something you don't realize. That might be something that, hey, you be like, huh? You know, I didn't realize that the Most High would help me that speedily, that quick. You know, that's something you might have to learn, man. You know, in the process of time, that is something that you will learn. You know, to trust in the Lord. I made a video about that yesterday, man. I talked about trust in the Lord. You know, in Jeremiah chapter 17, I believe, trust in the Lord, and you will be like a tree planted by the water. Again, I'm here. Same place I was yesterday, where you see these trees planted by the water, and it was already the vibration, man. It was the vibration where I was in, you know, the environment. I started making a video about the tree planted by the water. Next thing you know, while I'm making the video, I'm looking around, and I realized that because I went on Google to find a picture of trees planted by the water. Then while I'm making the video, I look around and I be like, I didn't even have to look up a picture of trees planted by the water, because where I am at, it has exactly that. You know, I don't know if I can turn this camera. No, I can't. Anyway, big ass trees planted by the water. You know, they're being fruitful. They are being taken care of. They are the biggest trees around here because they're close to the water. So while you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you will become like these big trees, man. Why are the trees in the rainforest so big? Because it constantly rains there. They are constantly being nurtured with their main resource, which is water. You know, so while we're going through these trials and tribulations, you have to learn to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and not lean on your own, man. Because a person that is yet carnal, he will lean on himself. While when he gets broke, he's gonna look for ways to make money. And while he's looking for money, you know, in this society, that doesn't come, quick money doesn't come in a righteous way. Quick money doesn't come, easy money doesn't come in righteousness, man. Easy money comes often with wickedness. Easy money comes with scamming, you know, scamming, deceiving, maybe slinging drugs, you know, illegal things. Where in Esau society, you're gonna get your ass locked up for that, or you're gonna pay a fine, you know, then you lose even more money. But if you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that he will direct you, you know, direct your ways for this coming month, the Most High will fix you, man. The Most High will help you. Trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua at all times, man. You know, and understand that we can't only receive good things from the Most High. There are gonna be evil times, man. There are gonna be bad times. But realize that these bad times are to build you up, man, in the spirit, you know, to make you strong, to make you hard. You know, if you are being put on a job where you have all these crackers, you know, you have all these crackers there, racist as fuck, and you have to deal with that situation, man. The Most High is building you up, man. The Most High is building up what? Your temperance. Which the word temperance means self-control. The Most High wants you to gain self-control. You know? There was a brother in the camp. He was dealing with patience. He had to deal with patience. And he had to learn to become patient. So the Most High placed him at the job site where he had to be patient, man. He had to be patient. You know, brothers is being you know, overthrown by fines or payments. You know, the Most High be abased them. But while you are being abased, man, take it patient. Be patient, man. The Most High is gonna change your He can change your situation at any time, man. As long as you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the Most High will never forsake any man that puts his trust in him. And that's just something that we gotta hold fast to, man. The Most High won't do that, man. You have to believe yourself that the Most High will never do that. You have to believe that yourself. If you don't believe that yourself, man, then basically you have no faith. You have no faith. The Most High is omnipotent. Omnipotent means unlimited power. Unlimited power, man. The Most High can do whatever he wants, man. Like, for example, in Matthew chapter 10, verse 28, I believe, it says, "Fear not man that can kill the body, but fear the Most High that can kill both body and soul in hell." Now, it's not talking about the Most High killing your soul, but basically in the reincarnation jacking you up again. But while you're going through that breakdown, you have to understand that if the Most High would want to kill you or destroy your soul, he can. The Most High can do whatever he wants, man. The Most High can do whatever he wants. The scriptures speak about if you know, you have to realize that if you're not putting in enough work, if you're not doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the Most High can raise up stones to come and worship him, man. The Most High can raise up stones to come and worship him. He doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. So if you don't take heed to the things that the Most High is trying to show you, if you don't take heed to what the Most High is trying to do to build you up, if you're basically neglecting it, hey, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua can basically just take away the spirit, man. And you had a guy like that, man. We had a guy like that. He was neglecting the spirit. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna turn my car around, man, because I don't like to work like this. I have to have my side door on the right. We had a guy like this, man. He was basically neglecting the signs that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was giving him, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was trying to show, like, stop this madness, stop this bullshit. Why you keep doing this? Get yourself together, get yourself right. He was getting all these signs, and it got crazy to the point that even me, I don't live with him. I was never around him during the week. You know, I just heard certain stories. It came to the point that even I was like, hey, wait a minute. Don't you see the Most High is trying to show you something? Don't you see that the Most High is trying to show you, like, listen, stop this madness. Get yourself together. You know? Can't you see that? And then he was looking at me like, well, I don't notice it. Why? Because he was neglecting what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was trying to show him. He even denounced Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for a bitch, man. This bitch was Muslim. This bitch was a Muslim, and he wanted to hit that coochie. You know, and in order to hit that coochie, he had to convince her that he was a Muslim. Otherwise, you know, these Muslims don't so-called don't deal with non-Muslim guys. That's what he thought. Which, if you ask me, that's complete garbage, because they do. Seen enough of these Islamic hoes, fucking niggas, day in, day out, man. You know? And then they get beat up by the nephews and stuff like that. Anyway, that's something else. But he basically denounced Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for that boom boom. And Most I jacked him up, man, and he didn't see the correction. So if you don't see the correction, if you don't see the benefits of the affliction of the hell that you're catching, then soon the Most High has no need of you, man, because you cannot examine yourself. You cannot examine yourself in the path that we walk, whether you are in the faith, whether you walk accordingly to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You're not observing that thing, man. Which you have to observe that constantly. Am I doing the right thing for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? Am I walking accordingly towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? Am I reading enough? Am I studying enough? Am I making enough videos? Is this wicked, what I'm doing now? Is this righteous? Or is it in the middle? Because, hey, like certain things, man, you shouldn't force neither. For example, if you have a woman, it's not of course it's righteous for a woman to wear modest apparel. Of course it's righteous. Of course you want your woman to wear modest apparel. You want her to wear long dresses, cover up, don't pull out show the cleavage, if that's the correct cleavage, something to that effect. You don't want her to show that to the world, things like that. So basically you gotta have your wife in check. But then let's say she wears dresses, but then the dress ain't long enough or whatever. You can be hard, you can be strict like that. But if let's say you in the camp, if you see that brothers already have a difficult time, if you already see brothers have a difficult time being in order and being in check, then how do you expect a woman to be in check, man? How do you expect a woman to do that which is pleasing unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? This is a woman, man. From the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. How do you expect a woman? And they ain't women anyways, because what does a woman mean? The word woman means female servant. Are these females women nowadays? No, man, they not, because they ain't want to please their man. They don't want to do the things that their man desires. They don't want to, be a helpmeet unto the husband. They don't want these things nowadays. So they ain't supposed to be called women. They supposed to be called females. Anyway, if brothers already have a difficult time being right, then how do you expect females to be right? You can't, man. So for the time being, man, sometimes you have to choose the middle way, man. Sometimes you have to choose the middle way and come to the conclusion, like, you know what? For you, I ain't even gonna trip, man. Just focus on yourself, man. I'm telling this for the brothers that have wives, man. Just focus on yourself. Unless you see that your woman is diligent, focus on yourself, man. Because through the man of the house, the whole family is being sanctified, man. Your wife is being sanctified by you walking upright in the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So do that, man. Don't refrain from doing that. Don't refrain from observing the signs that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is giving you, man. He's constantly giving you signs, man. And if not, what does the book of Hebrews say? You a bastard, man. You have no father. At least not the Heavenly Father, man. If he's not chastising you, if he's not correcting you, if he's not showing you through afflictions and pain and sorrows, then you're not a son. Then he has no need of you. So Hebrews 10 and 11, 10 and 31 or 11 and 31, I believe 10 and 31 says, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. So while you're walking in fear, because you know you're dealing with the Father of everything that you see around you, man. While you're walking in his ways, fear him, man. Fear him and learn correction and learn the evil, so we can respect the beautiful times of the kingdom, man. You have to understand that the Most High, the book of Job even says that the Most High laughs at your calamity, man. He be laughing, man. When you're going through hell, when you being punished and broken down, the Most High laughing at that, man. Yeah, man, you can read it for yourself, man. Job chapter 9, the Most High laughs, man. Even when it's unrighteously, the Most High be laughing, because he knows, man. Romans chapter 8 verse 18, for the sorrow of this present time is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. It's not worthy, man. So you catching some hell now, you going through some things, man. You if you would only know what we gonna have in the kingdom, man. If you would only know, then you would look at this like, this was nothing, man. This was nothing. If you running, let's say 20 kilometers, we're running 20 kilometers, and you know you're gonna receive a prize at the end of that 20 kilometers, but you can kind of visualize it's gonna be something big, but you don't know it yet. And then at the end you receive 20 mil. You be like, oh, hey, I didn't know I was gonna get this. I didn't know I was gonna get 20 million. I don't have to work no more. I don't have to, I can take care of my family without working, you know. I can set up a business, let them do the working. My family also, they don't have to work no more. Hey, man, only for this 20 kilometers? Really? I get 20 million only for running 20 kilometers, man? That is the mind state that you're gonna have. But while you was running this 20 kilometers, you probably didn't have that mind state, man. You would probably have the mind state of, man, this is heavy, man. This is hard, man. Hey, maybe you would have the mind state like, hey, I want to quit, man. Why am I even running this race? You know, you might get that thought in your head, man. And that's that race that we are running, man. Certain people get weak during this race, man. So certain people get thoughts in their head during this race. And I know it's not a quick thought video no more. It's almost 30 minutes, but hey, I had to get this off my chest, man, because you know, while you're running this race, man, all those thoughts and all the afflictions and the objectives and things that you have to pass through, it's only a small thing for the price we're gonna receive. That's basically the point I'm trying to make, man. It's only a small price, and you will only realize that when you enter into the kingdom, man. When you see the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, when you receive the wisdom knowledge, the 100% truth, the 100%. No, I don't mean to say the 100% truth, but the 100% of the 100%, man. Now we have 100% of what is given unto us. You know, we know in part and we prophesy in part, but the part we know, that is 100% truth. You know, but the parts we don't know, we don't have that yet. Just like what you see in that movie Lucy. You know, what is that bitch name? Scarlett Johansson? No, that's her. Yeah, I believe Scarlett Johansson. Her brain wasn't working on the full potential yet, like everyone. Isa says it's 7%, but if you don't know what 100% is, then how do you know what that it's 7% if you don't know the 100%? Anyways, so her brain, when her brain worked like on a 15, 17, 18, 20%, she already knew like pain is vain. To have pain is vain. To have feelings is vain. You know, but we gonna be, you know, fully in check, man, with the love towards each other, you know, the love towards your family, your children, which you're gonna have plenty of children in the kingdom. You know, we're gonna be completed, man. We're gonna be in the complete form, knowing the blueprint of something like grass, man. Knowing the blueprint from the top of the dome. You know, maybe see colors that you haven't seen before. You know how crazy that is, man? To see colors that you never seen before. You can't imagine those things in your head, man. And the things that I'm speaking about is just small things, you know. But Jehovah Shem Yahushua is gonna reveal it in due time if you keep holding on, man. If you keep running this race in righteousness, and fuck those thoughts that you get in your head. Fuck that woe is me spirit, man. Be sorry for yourself. Man the fuck up. Gird up your loins like a soldier, man, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And be prepared to be turned into a hunter. Because now we're fishing, but soon we will be turned into hunters, man. And you have to have that faith yourself, man. You have to say within yourself, I am from the elect. Yes. If you don't believe it yourself, man, then basically you already condemned yourself, man. You have to believe this thing, man. It's all about faith. What did Yahushua say to the women? The faith has healed you, man. The faith has restored you. So, as long as you have the faith and believe that this thing is going to happen, it's going to happen, man. So with that, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Shalom to the elect.